My people wonder they say shall never end. Right now, we are getting an information that Iyanifa have reached out to Kabiyesi, you know, letting him know that he shouldn't listen to these elders. That the elders are coming up with new strategy. Yes, because we have been hearing for weeks now that Kabiyesi is insisting on removing immunity from three of his wives, due to the fact that he believes that they have committed a whole lot. And if nothing is done about their activities in the palace, a day will come when you get up, when you hear that maybe one of them have tried another. Yes, because it's not all about Queen Naomi. They have been trying everything against Queen Naomi, but it is not working. But it's not all about Queen Naomi because they are also doing it to themselves. I'm sure you have heard when they said that Blow Blow is complaining that Igbi have used jazz to scatter her business. That her business was doing great. Kabiyesi was praising her that that Adure company was doing well. And Kabiyesi did not praise Igbe. The next thing, Igbe started accusing her of taking her material. After all of that, her business started going down drastically. Not only that, someone like Dr. Elizabeth, over and over again, we have been hearing how she have been losing pregnancies and all of that. Even Oletik, before she finally have these twins, we have been hearing rumors that she is having series of miscarriages, and at the end of the day, they are pointing accusing finger on either Igbi or Ebony. So with all of this, I believe that is one of the reasons why Kabiyesi wants to remove this immunity, so that these women will cut down on their activities, which are not good ones. So, but the elders tried to stop the king, but Kabiyesi already know what he wanted, and he is insisting that that is what he must do. Okay, then at some point, the next thing we started hearing is that the elders have started bringing new women for the king to marry. That is if the information is true, you know. And we all know that these women that they are bringing are their relatives. Someone that, or the people that they believe that once they are uh, on the throne with the king, they will be having their own share of the royal revenue and all of that. Or maybe the people that they will use to manipulate the king, because right now Kabiyesi already know the devices of these women that he married. He already know that some of them are working with the elders against him, against his throne, against Queen Naomi's return, you know. So for that reason, since Kabiyesi have known this set and they cannot be able to use them to get what they want from Kabiyesi again, they wanted to replace them with new ones, because they are insisting that if Kabiyesi removes immunity, he has to replace other women, because there is no how he come out and claim that he is still married to them when he removes immunity. According to their culture, he cannot say, I don't want to marry them again. But removing immunity from what they are saying is as good as I don't want to marry again. But Kabiyesi is saying that no, that is not what he meant. The reasons he wants to remove immunity is best known to him, of which I believe that is because he wants to make sure that no one buy the other in his palace. Because if that happens, you will be hearing is in Kabiyesi's palace and all of that. So that is what he wanted to avoid by trying to remove this immunity, because the moment he removes immunity, if anyone try any nonsense against anybody, it will go back to the sender. The person will collect woto woto from the gods. So When the elders are bringing women for the king, they say some women too are even bringing themselves, you know, and all of that. Then Iyanifa is telling Kabiyesi, from what we are hearing, to be very careful, that he should not listen to the elders. He shouldn't listen to them, because this is a new strategy that they want to use to get close to him again, or to achieve their aim. That some of them, their plan is to dethrone the king, but he did not know. Some of them is to make sure that Queen Naomi did not return back, knowing fully well that Queen Naomi is an integral part of that throne. As a matter of fact, for what we're hearing, they said even though Queen Naomi is not in the palace, for the sake of Tadenikawo, her son, that most of the revelations concerning that throne, she used to reach out to the king about it. And that is why it is, they have a very good relationship. Even that period that they have not succeeded with the full moon ritual, the Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi have a very good relationship. There was an interview that Queen Naomi granted during her invitation to Mercy Johnson's kitchen. She said they are good. They are cooperating very well. And when they asked her, "Are you still queening?" I don't know if you remember that. She said yes. So she's still her own. She is still Kabiyesi's queen, even though according to their culture and tradition, you cannot see them out like that. That is because they said, in as much as Queen Naomi is not in the palace, she is still an integral part of that throne, spiritually, and all of that. So Iyanifa is telling Kabiyesi to be very, very careful with these elders, that he shouldn't allow the elders to push him into doing what he will regret. And the worst part of it is that the women in question that they wanted him to marry, that they are going to be worse than the ones he wants to let go. So, and that is the more reason he should be very careful, that these people, they are not doing that based on culture and tradition like they are claiming, that Kabiyesi should stand his ground. After all, he is the king. And as a king, you can change certain things. They say Iyanifa told Kabiyesi, don't say, oh, this one is too beautiful, oh, this one have class, oh, this, that. Don't listen to them, so that you will not make a greater mistake, but greater than the ones you have made already. That is what we are hearing, if the information is true. The Kabiyesi told him that those elders, they don't love you. They don't want the best for you. All they want to see if they will use these women to ruin you. And at the end of the day, they will be the ones to mock you. So just be careful. Be very, very careful, so that you will not want to send these ones out. At the end of the day, bring in people that are worse than them, as some of them are coming to volunteer themselves to be married to the king. I think in an African setting, is a man that goes for a woman when it comes to marriage. But in this case, reverse is the case. They say some of the women are coming, telling Kabiyesi that they are willing to be his wife and all of that. And you tell me that all is well. My dear, all is not well, oh, if that information is true. So that is what we are hearing. But don't forget that they are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media, and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell and give my video a thumbs up and share this video. Bye. Love you.